You are now listening to the Vitalize Podcast. Hey yo, what up, family? Welcome back to the Vitalize Podcast. You are here with your friendly neighborhood host, Mr. Marcus Black, and I'm so incredibly excited, elated, ecstatic, and all the other words I can think of to let you know I'm happy to be in your presence today. Oh my. Can you say 2025? Oh, wow. What on earth? Where has the time gone, man? We are here. And I'm so incredibly excited to have been woken up in time and not out of time. Listen, man, if you're glad to be alive and you woke up in time and not out of time, man, will you just do me a favor and just say thank you? Just be thankful for life. Be thankful for a new opportunity for you to maximize and make the most of what it is you want to build in this life. So I'm excited to talk to you guys today, man. Before we get into it, I want to pause for the cause and just shout out, man. Let me shout out the program, man. Shout out Air One's Dare to Dream. If you're not familiar, K-Love, Air One radio station family. I am a part of said family now, and they sent your boy a Christmas gift. This is a lovely Christmas gift, but shout out K-Love, Air One, Dare to Dream. Look for Dare to Dream coming to a city near you, coming to a school near you. So we're going to come and light it up, man, and impact the next generation because we can. And they're going to keep your boy hydrated in the process. So honored to be living my dream. Listen, if you're here for the very first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You are not here by chance. You're not here on accident. You are exactly where you're meant to be. So I'm confident something said today is for you. So if you've been down a little bit, or you've been needing a little bit of a kick, you've been needing a little bit of a pick-me-up, you've been needing a little bit of something, then I got it on me. Your boy got it on deck. So I'm happy to have you here. And I'm excited to be able to have a conversation with you. So listen to me. I really wanted to get into this because it's a new year. And as all of this, everybody wants to talk about new year, new me, new year, new me, new goals, new whatever, new. And I'm not going to be the person to sit here and tell you shouldn't do that. You can do what you want to do. Some people are anti-resolution. Some people are anti-goal. It doesn't matter. What I am about is about you maximizing your potential and your purpose on this planet. That's what it's about. And so if you're going to do that, then we got to have a conversation about something that is the differentiator for you. Like I'm going to say, if I was the title of this episode, it's going to be New Year, New Me? ? New me. Is it really a new me? And I get what we're saying when we say that. What we're saying is I'm going to show up as a new and improved version of myself. But years ago, I had a friend and he had a particular car. Cool, decent car, a little bit older, Chevrolet. Some of y'all know the box Chevy, a little dusty, a little rusty, but it'll get you from point A to point B. And he decided that he was going to go and put some money into this car. So he went and got the interior newly upholstered. He went and got everything switched out. He went and threw some pipes on the daddy. He went and got some work done under the engine. And then to the finishing touch, he got that thing touched up with some candy paint, candy coated. And it was pretty. And if you didn't know any better and you saw him, you're like, dang, bro, you got a new car. But he didn't get a new car. He was very much the same car. Okay, so if you didn't get a new car, what happened? He went and he made upgrades. But my point is, just because he made those upgrades and bettered his car did not make it a new car. And I just want to share from my heart to yours. There's a lot of people that's like, I've got to be different. I got to be different. New year, new me, new year, new me, new year, new me. Is it really a new you? I personally don't believe I am a new me in the new year. I'm the same me, but I am bettering myself. That doesn't change who I am, though. And I think we can get a little bit too focused on new me. And listen, this is a very nuanced conversation. I am not telling you to settle for less. I'm not telling you to give any less. I'm telling you to focus on who you want to become. And I'm telling you to move with intentionality. I'm telling you to take action steps to get where you want to go. But ain't no new you, fam. It's the same you. It's you. Because when you start thinking about the new year, the new me, but then your circumstances don't look new. What? Wait a minute. Your environment doesn't look new. You didn't move. You can't just up and drop everything and go. Your job isn't new. Your career isn't new. Your clients aren't new. Your friends aren't new. Your family ain't new. And the mistake that you can make is to start to feel like, well, dang, it's not really a new me, so I'm gonna throw in a towel. Well, I tried to do something different. I tried to show up differently. I tried to move and maneuver differently, and it didn't work out quite how I wanted. So forget this year, man. I'm gonna just throw the whole year away. We're gonna throw away 2025, and it ain't even been started good. And so I just wanted to give you a subtle shift in perspective to say, nah, it's a new year and it's a new opportunity, a new clean slate for me to rewrite this next chapter of my life, this chapter, whatever year it is for you. Chapter 39 for me. I'm writing chapter 39 of my life right now of the story. It's a new year, a new opportunity, but it's not a new you. It's the same you, because then you rob yourself of the things that make you very much who you are, the character, the core, nah. I am going to be the same loving, caring, compassionate, empathetic human, no matter how much I upgrade myself. So I don't want to be a new me. I want to be a better me, new year, better me, not new year, new me. For example, I've told you guys on this podcast a story about me from the time I was a little kid, less than 4 years old, when I went and I fought for my mommy who didn't have a mommy. And if y'all don't know, y'all have to go back and find that episode where I tell the story about my grandma and how my mom didn't have a mom. My mom's mom passed away when she was a small, young preteen. My mom was very young when she lost her mom. She didn't have a mom. I was concerned. My little 4-year-old me was like, I got to find her a mom. So I went and made her take me to my dad's mom's house, my other grandma, and said, hey, my mommy doesn't have a mommy. Will you be her mommy? And I shared that story with you. I shared in much more detail and emotion on a different episode. But far as I can remember, and even before I can remember, I had compassion. I had empathy. I cared to the deepest level. I wanted everybody to have what they needed. I'm the same me. I've been this from day one. So when I looked up the definition of the word new, it says, not existing before, made, introduced, or discovered recently or for the first time. Or another definition says, already existing but seen or experienced or acquired recently or for the first time. And I think there's a lot of people who are so focused on being something new that you have lost appreciation for the things that make you distinctly you and the things that are who you are, the strengths. It's interesting how hyper-focused we can become on the negative, the setbacks, the shortcomings. Don't get me wrong. We should put energy and attention into filling and closing those gaps. But what we should not do is to discount the strengths in the process, because you kill morale. Why do you think so many people, new year, new me every year, and they lose their goals by February? They're off their track by March. They've already thrown in the towel. They're back to the same old habits. They're back to the same old things. They're back to the same old antics. They're already thrown in the towel. Your fitness is out the window. Your faith is out the window. Your relationships are out the window. Your finances are out the window. Well, I was trying to start this savings plan. I was going to save $10,000 this year, and I'm already off track, and I had a setback unexpectedly, and now here I am, and I'm like, well, just throw the whole year away. I might as well just go out and splurge and ball out and spend on every little thing I want because I had a setback. Is that the answer? Why are you back to the same old antics if it's a new year and a new you? It's because you have experienced some form of setback and it has caused your morale to dip too low. When your goals feel unattainable or when you feel like I'm just too far off track, what's the point? This is what many people do to themselves. So I wanted to have a different conversation today. Oh, don't get me wrong. Next week, I got one for you. And if you're looking for the rah-rah, you want a swift kick, I got you. Come back next week. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But before we get there, I had to take a moment and I just wanted to say, like, it's a new year, but it's the same you. It's the same you. And the only thing that's going to make this year different is if you make a different choice. This is the crux of this message. Nothing's going to change unless you change. You can say new year, new me all you want. You can write whatever goal you want on that pretty paper, that new planner that you just went and spent hundreds of dollars for. You got the calendar, you got the planner, you got the whole system. You just went balled out. Not the first time you've done that, and that planner going to be dusty by June. I'm not trying to be offensive. I just know I've seen it too much. I coach people for at least what I do, guys. I work with people. I coach people, psychology major. I understand psychologically what's happening. There is something beautiful that happens psychologically when there's a perception of a new blank slate. Problem is, instead of focusing on you and the strengths and the action steps you need to take, if you're focused so much on being a new me, never before seen version of me, the moment you see something that was already who you were, the moment you see any inclination of your former self and your former life, then you throw in a towel because you say, I messed it up. Trying to be perfect. Ain't no such thing as perfection, family. Where the perfectionists at? Say me. I need you to claim guilty. Nobody, guess what? Can I tell you a secret? Nobody's gonna hear you. Nobody's gonna hear you if you admit the truth to yourself right now. You are a perfectionist. That's a recipe for failure, my friend. It's not how this works. It's not how this journey works. So ultimately, from my heart to yours, what I want you to do is say, you know what? It's a new year, but I'm the same me. But I'm going to make a different choice. Here we go. I'm going to start making a different set of choices. So the question of the day is, what is the choice or the choices that you need to make differently this year that's going to set you up to have the greatest year of your life? What choices? Same you, ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed. You're the same person. You're the same caring, compassionate, probably overly pleasing, people pleasing, self-deprecating. Oh, okay. He on toes today. Tearing yourself down, putting a lid on yourself, giving everybody else the best of you, leaving you the rest of you. Shall I continue? You're the same you. But what choices are you going to make differently moving forward? I don't care if it was a new year or old year. I don't care what time it was. This conversation is relevant because it is about understanding that nothing changes unless you change. So the challenge is simple, family. Here we are. What is it that you're going to change? But don't say it. I need you to move with intention. Set your intention. Set your intention. Nothing that you want to happen in and for your life is going to happen on accident or by chance. It's only going to happen if you set forth the motion and you take the step. This year, your boy is about to be everywhere. Look for me coming to a city near you, by the way. I can't wait to see y'all pulling up in your cities. I already been to Chicago. We'll talk about that next week. Shout out to my family in Chicago, man. That was a beautiful experience there, and I'm going to talk about that next week, so make sure y'all pull back up. But already been on the road. This year, I'm going to be in more cities than I have been ever in one year. I'm going to be in more cities, more places. You're going to see my face all over this internet, about to flood the market with social media. I'm going to do that. It's already set out. But that didn't happen on accident. That happened because I had an idea in my mind that started last year, and I said, this is what I want next year to look like. New year. Ain't a new me, though. Same old me. Okay, so if I know me, I know that there are things I need to put in place. I know there's boundaries that I need to create. What are the boundaries you need to create? Where's your time going? I just don't have enough time in the day. Where is your time going? Are you spending your time? Are you wasting your time? Are you thumbing through social media? How much time you spend on social media, really? I ain't talking about being productive. I'm not talking about being a creator. I'm talking about being a consumer of mindless information that's not helping you move the needle or advance the ball in your career. Time. Where's your time going? Gossiping. You're spending time gossiping, drama, reading the latest drama blogs. I'm not saying entertainment is an important use of your time. Got to have some entertainment. But if that thing gets disproportionate and 87% of your time is spent on entertainment, then you only left yourself a very little bit of time to do everything else. Check your time. How are you spending your time? That's a boundary. You need a time boundary to spend your time better. People boundaries. Who are the people who are draining the life out of you? Who are the people who are tearing you down? Who are the people who mean you no good? Who are the people in your life that don't truly want to see you succeed? So they rather throw you off track so that you can just have nothing going on like them? You need a people boundary. Financial boundaries. You got some big financial goals that you really need to invest in yourself, but you had an opportunity to work with a coach, but that coach cost $10,000. You had a chance to take a class. That class cost $5,000. You had a chance to get a certification. That certification cost $3,000. All of this money I got to put out. But instead, I'm going to go online and just order $50 of Amazon every day. Well, that was $5,000. This is only $50. But if you do $50 4 days a week for the entire year, how much money did you spend? And I know some of y'all going to hate me for this part. Why are you stepping on my toes? Why are you talking about? I'm just saying, if you want it, nothing changes unless you change. It's a new year, but it's the same you. You good right now. You throwing that money in the savings. You working out every day. You're eating clean right now. You go to one party. You go to one work function. You go to one dinner and they don't got a singular healthy thing. And you just splurge a little bit. You eat a little bit too much rather than saying, man, that was a tough night, but I'm going to rebound and be back on track tomorrow. You say, well, I already threw it out the window last night. I might as well go get that Haagen-Dazs. Well, I might as well go get my favorite pie. I might as well go get my... Next thing you know, you right back. Same you, fam. I'm trying to help somebody today. I am trying to help somebody today. It is a new year, but it is not a new you. It's the same you. So if you do not move with intentionality and set proper boundaries, your year is going to look... I keep drawing on the table. Ain't nothing on the table but me drawing. But I'll draw boom, 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 boom. I don't know what that is. Boom, boom, boom. This is the place where you are creating the boundary for yourself so that knowing yourself, you can position yourself to have a greater experience and a grander year moving forward. That's what we're talking about here. That's what I want for you. Do you want it for you? Do you want a new year? Do you want a better year? Do you want a more productive year? Do you? Because we already moving on this side. And if you rock with me, I rock with you, then we got to move together as a unit. I'm challenging you to know yourself. Shout out to my man, Drizzy Drake, running through the six with his woes. You know how that go. You know how that go. Know yourself. You have to know yourself. And when you know yourself, you can set the proper boundaries and you can set the plan. What's your game plan? All right, I got my boundaries in place. I got my game plan. We running. So you know what happens as a result of my intentional action towards the boundaries I set and towards the plan I set for myself? I'm going to have the most successful year I've ever had in every area. And last year was a pretty successful year. Lost 50 pounds, made more than I ever had, traveled more than I ever had consistently, signed the contract with the radio station. Shout out to you. K-Love Air One family. Love y'all. Thank you so much for the gift again. Most productive year yet. This year's going to be more productive. Not just because it's a new year. It's the same me. But I am driven. I am focused. I am determined. I am locked in. And I'm challenging 75 of y'all. Let's do this together. Not no 75 hard, but we 75 strong. And we're going and we're going to storm the gates of whatever and wherever we need to in order to make our dreams a reality. So that's it. That's the message. That's the lesson. It's a new year, but it's the same you. And because it's the same you, you're going to move a little bit differently by setting your intentions, creating boundaries, and taking intentional steps toward your goal and your dream every single day in order to make it real. will. So this can be the greatest year of your life, but I won't say it will because I can't do it for you. I can tell you what to do, but I cannot do it for you. This will be the greatest year of my life. Will it be the greatest year of yours? I'm challenging you to go make it the greatest year of your life and the greatest year you've ever seen since you've been on the planet, doing something that outlives you, creating legacy, going and knocking out goal after goal after goal after goal, and going and experience the abundance in life that you were meant to experience because you can. Straight like that, man.